Hello. I'm going to open with a disclaimer today based on the last video that I posted to this channel. This is Check In with SJ. I'm SJ, and I am glad that you're here. As the legal disclaimer, this is not a healthcare site, a psychology site, a therapy site. This site is for entertainment, although we do discuss a lot of different topics, situations. I'm a certified lay minister with the United Methodist Church, but I am not a healthcare worker, a therapist, or any of the above. Please contact your healthcare provider if you have any questions about anything that we discuss here, rather than taking it as advice. Okay. All right. This is, did I say that? Check in with SJ. I'm SJ. I am glad you're here. Last video, I talked about my surprise that there truly is an organization called Procrastinators Anonymous. Their website is procrastinators-anonymous.org. They had really interesting things on there. I went this morning and checked the website out, spent some time there. Had their daily, just daily hello, daily greeting. It also includes a list of things we might do. That if you have trouble thinking about, I've got so many things I need to do, this gives a list of, okay, of all those things, how about we pick up whatever is laying on the floor and put it where it belongs? That type of thing. And I find that helpful. A reminder of, oh, you can go do this too. And sometimes it's just basic things that you think, well, that's not a big deal that I did that, but it can also make you feel more productive. I remember in one of the early movies of Oh God, and George Burns played God, that I think it was John Denver was freaking out because God was standing in the bathroom with him. And God told John Denver, just brush your teeth. It will make you feel normal. I have tried that at times, and it really does help. Just doing something basic. You feel like you're doing a routine thing, that it's okay. Another thing I discussed in the last video, and oh gee, I don't have another one here to show you, held up the wrapper for my Hershey's bar and talked about working on my diabetic meal plan. If you're a diabetic, if you love a diabetic, if you know anything about diabetes, diabetics really should not be eating Hershey bars. It's not recommended. I won't tell you what you should or could or ought to do. It isn't recommended. I am a little bit of a chocolate addict, though. It just makes me feel good, that taste. I believe it does work on a particular part of the brain or releases some sort of endorphins. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my rationalization. But I did want to let you know that I was not making light of diabetes by any means. I will have to make a confession, though. I am diabetic. I'm insulin dependent, type 2 diabetic, which means my pancreas just quit making insulin. And I'm not a real good diabetic. I don't mind the doctors. I don't mind everything I'm supposed to do. Kind of do my own thing. Some of that is based on the feeling I get when my blood sugar drops. And sometimes it takes a while for that blood sugar to raise back up where I'm not going through the shaky, blurred vision state that happens frequently with low blood sugar. And I'm sure some of you are diabetic also, and you're probably familiar with that feeling. It's not fun, is it? So they say that low blood sugar can kill you faster than high blood sugar, but high blood sugar will still get you. So the goal is to keep blood sugars regulated through diet, exercise, your doctor's recommendations, medications, insulin, to keep it regulated. definitely keep um, the overall numbers, the A1C, the average glucose over time, should be at least a single digit, somewhere around 6, as opposed to a double digit. This is one of those things that's just my everyday life and something that I want to work at. I want to improve my hemoglobin A1C. In a couple of days, I'll have my blood test to see how that number is running now. Back before Thanksgiving, I had some health problems, and I was determined that before the end of the year, I would have my blood glucose in normal range. Now, by the end of the year, I did mean the end of 2024. Now I'm thinking end of 2025, I would be proud of myself. And again, I'm sure that quite a few of you are aware of this. Diabetes is very common, that it takes work, it takes self discipline. Some people are very good at self discipline, some people are very good at doing what they're supposed to do. I'm not sure if they're born that way, if that's just the way their brain is wired, if they have learned that self discipline in some manner. I would appreciate it if you know the answer to that. If you would leave me a comment down below of what do you how does one become self-disciplined? Do you have to be born that way? Is it a skill that you've learned? And give me some hints on how you did that. So I've decided that after laughing about eating candy and making diabetic meal plans, that I should fess up that yes, I'm diabetic, and I know that a lot of people are, that I do not behave like I'm supposed to, and I would like to do better. I am challenging myself to share my hemoglobin A1C levels with you over time. It's something we check every 3 to 6 months. Um, as an encouragement to myself to bring that number down. So if you have hints on what's worked for you, let me know. If you're also struggling to get your A1C down to a manageable, safer number, let me know. Let me know where you're at. But I am challenging myself to do that. I encourage you to challenge yourself to do something that's good for you, taking care of your health. You know, when we have a healthy body, we have a mind that's more at ease. We just feel better all over. It's just, the whole mind body connection, it depends on each other, mind and body. And we depend on each other as humans. We need some kind of connection with other humans. So I encourage you to reach out and tell somebody about some challenge you're going through. What are you struggling to get control of? Or what are you so very proud of that you have already accomplished getting under control? And as always, I want to remind you what? I want to remind you that you are loved. Your creator loves you. Your creator thought it was just as important to create you as to create the heavens and the earth and all of the animals and every atom in the entire universe. You are important. You make a difference just by being here. If you will, please also click the subscribe button and the thumbs up like button and share this site with a friend. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. And if you happen to be in one of the areas having winter storms, snuggle up and stay warm. If you need help, don't worry about calling for help. People are waiting just to help out their neighbors. We are all important. We are all interconnected. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Take care. See ya.